What's good, YouTube? What's good? This is part two. My video ran out. Um, I think I left off on clutch shooter, but as I was saying, for 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'11", 7'1", 7'2", and 7'3" build. You guys need clutch shooter. You can even use them for the smaller builds. It'll help you when you're ready to shoot your ball and somebody closing you out. It's like a faster speed up shot to me. Um, it don't speed your shot up, but I think it makes it more accurate. Um, I usually didn't put dead eye on most of my build because I didn't shoot when somebody was closing me out. I see a lot of people now they'll shoot contested shots. And if you shoot contested shots, make sure that you put dead eye on your build. Um, if you got a 74 three-pointer, at least a 74, make sure that you have your limitless range on. Now, if you don't have a 74 three-pointer or higher, and you don't have limitless range, your build is a dunker basically, or you're a defensive player, and you're really not a shooter. So don't be throwing up shots that you can't make. For a space creator, this is another favorite of mine. For that space creator, always make sure that you put space creator on your build, and you'll see why when you go to the paint. You'll see why. So that's definitely another good badge to put on your build. And these are my personal badges on my build, man. Okay, for my playmaking. Um, where I messed up at, but I still love my build. This is one of the toughest ones that I got. And like I said, I recreated this build. I made him a future build, future from my neighborhood, Zone 6, man. I made him a future build, but make sure that you have an 85 ball handle. If you have an 85 ball handle, that'll at least give you two handle for days. You need handle for days in the game. And this the way that everybody play now, you need handle for days. Make sure if you want to be some type of dribbler, make sure that you have an 85 ball handle. Now, this mismatch expert, it's a good badge. I always make sure that I incorporate it into my builds when I put them on. If you switch from big to small, this badge gonna kick in. Special delivery. I think everybody know what that badge is, man. If you like, if you like to throw an alley or catch an alley, man, definitely put this on your back on your build. So definitely make sure you put that on now. Now, this is one of my other ones that I kind of messed up on because I didn't put an 85 ball handle on my build. Anything above 85 will give you silver handle for days, and it'll raise your unpluckable up. But make sure that you have unpluckable on your build. A lot of these small builds have plenty of steals, but when you have a lot of steel, that means that your defense is weak somewhere, and that's for the small build. I don't use post playmaker. The reason being is if you make a shooter, you shoot. If you didn't make a shooter, you know what I'm saying, you're a dunker. So I'm not gonna waste my badges on helping you get your shot up when you could have built a build that can do everything. I kind of sacrificed the badge so that I can kind of spread my badges around. I put my hyperdrive on silver. That way I can maneuver a little bit better. But if it's on gold, you move real good. So I put it on silver and I put killer combos on bronze. Now I don't do a whole lot of dribbling, man. I don't. I think it's unnecessary. I might want to do one, two quick step and I'm gone. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to get mine over with. So definitely make sure that you at least have your hyperdrive on silver, and definitely make sure that you have killer combos on bronze. Now, clamp breaker. This is a very good badge. For those of you that still be trying to force your way to the paint, make sure that you have your clamp breaker as high as you can get it. As high as you can get it. My build is pretty fast right now, so I use quick first step just on bronze. I still got extra badges. I gotta have two badges on my quick first step to be able to get it on silver, but he's fast enough already. And once I get my takeover, I'm really fast. Then vice grip. If somebody passes you the ball and somebody's on you, it helps them to keep from stealing the ball. Not only that, it helps to protect the ball too. So make sure that you put the vice grip on. Last but not least, this is the category that I love the most. I was playing last night with a couple of guys, and we was going at it. Well, he checked my build out, and he was like, he was gonna do this and do that. You know, one of my good friends, man. Big shout out to him. But once he read my build, he was like, you kind of balancing every category. You have to make a solid build. Never make a build that's gonna be weak in one area and strong in another one. You know, you have to be able to hold that up. Your build have to be able to hold you up. And if you wanna be a winner, make sure that you make your build a balanced build. Now, I'm a good fan of that anchor. On this build, my finishing is higher, so I didn't put my defense up to the point where I can get silver anchor. But what I did do, I came back to my challenger badge and I made sure that my perimeter was up high enough to where I can challenge big and small. That brick wall, that's a good badge. When you're going in the paint, and I'm 6'6", I'm able to hold off the defender. I'm able to do what I gotta do to make sure that he don't get no point. And if he do, you know, I'm still gonna be able to contest it by having that challenger and by having that anchor on my build. As far as that clamp, now the way that I built this build, I don't have much clamp. So this is another badge that I activate with the clamps. I'm a real good fan. I love Outball Pest. That's one of the ones that I put on every build, and I might put more Outball Pest on my builds than anything. So definitely make sure that you got clamps on bronze, and definitely make sure that you got Outball Pest at least on silver. Post move lock, and this is for the big men, big guys, big men, big ballers especially. You need post move lock. When you in the paint and you battling that paint for position to keep them from scoring, you need the post move lock. Make sure that you put that on your build. Big man, you need rebound chaser. Make sure that you put rebound chaser on your build. I don't use pick dodger because I learned to control my speed and I learned to maneuver my build as I go around the defender. So if I see him coming to try to set a screen, I get off my turbo and maneuver around him and get back on my turbo and hit my L2 button and lock the build back down. So make sure if you especially if you're a small build, definitely put you some pick dodger on there. I haven't got my interceptor up yet because it goes along with your steal. Well, once I get my steal up, I have my interceptor up some. So, oh yeah, anchor breaker. At least put your anchor breaker on bronze. It looks kind of crazy when you falling back. And I had some guy that I had a guy. He shook me so hard. It's like I was just falling back. And I ran a long way back, man, before I hit the ground, and it was so embarrassing. But I make sure now that I at least put it on bronze. Box out, you need that box out. That box out and that post move lock go together. Box out and post lockdown, my bad. Box out and post lock move goes together. Make sure that you have that on. Chase down artist. This is another very, 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 very good badge to have. I got mine on gold. And sometimes people think that ball going in, I might jump over a person's head and move the ball out the way. No point, no goaltending, slap the ball out the way. So I definitely use the chase down artist. Now, for your small build, you got to get out the way of a defensive build. You cannot get in that defensive build way, because once you do, you become the primary defender of the one that he's trying to defend. Menace. I really didn't like Menace, but Menace is a very, very, very good badge. So I recommend that everybody at least put Menace on bronze. Menace and off-ball pest together. Now, if you can get off-ball pest on gold, and then you can get Menace on bronze, they can't get away from you, especially if you got speed. So definitely make sure that you use the Menace and the off-ball pest together. Pogo, I like Pogo. It helps you to keep jumping up and down when you need to. The higher it is, the better you're gonna be able to come down and go right back up real quick. And Workhorse, I maneuver my build around to where I'm still gonna be able to go get the ball. So if you able to control your stick and control your build, you basically don't need nothing but one Workhorse. That's all you need. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you as far as my rebounding. My rebounding at a 70. My rebound is at a 70. My defensive and offensive is at a 70. Now my perimeter and my interior it's at a 70. So I'm still playing good defense. And as you can see, as far as my acceleration, strength, and speed, that is at a 80. That's at a 80. For the slasher, for all you slasher builds, man, just know that once you get your takeover, you get an increase. You get an increase in your build. So I definitely recommend that you build a slasher, maybe a slasher playmaker or a slasher sharpshooter. Definitely incorporate that. Um, I would definitely do that. For its strength, I would definitely make sure that my strength will be up. Definitely make sure that your strength is up. That way, when you got your strength up, you're able to contest big and small. You definitely contest big and small. And as far as your stamina, always, especially for the big man that have no ball handle, when you got your stamina, it helps you to move around in the paint a whole lot faster. Now, if you when you got your slashing takeover, your slashing gonna help you to move around in the paint a whole lot better. Plus, it give you a plus 10. It give you a plus 10 in your driving layup. It give you a plus 10 in your driving dunk. It give you a plus 10 in your standing dunk. It give you a plus 10 in your close shot. It give you a plus 10 in your ball handling. It give you a plus 10 in your ball handling with speed with ball. It give you a plus 10 in your strength, and it give you a plus 10 in your vertical. That's what slash and takeover do. So just think about next time that you build a build. If you want to be a shot creator, make sure you put a slasher on it. If you want to be a sharpshooter, make sure you put a slasher on it. If you want to be a playmaker, make sure you put a slasher with the playmaker takeover. Well, YouTube, as always, man, this is Zone 6. You see me in the park, holla at me, man. Hey, man, I hope y'all keep grinding, man. I hope y'all progressing. You always know, you see me in the park, holla at me, man. I'm gone.